I'm Merel.
I'm Fleur.
And we're the Style Circle.
And Happy New Year!
Sorry. Hi. We're also joined by Tijgertje, one of our cats, who decided it would be fun to climb on Fleur's desk and join us for today.
Yeah.
So if you hear purring noises in the background,
It's not us.
it's this guy. We don't purr. Today, however, we are going to be reflecting on 2017. So we're going to be talking about what we've learned this year, the good things that we've implemented into our lives, last year in 2017, and also the things we want to take on, carry on into 2018. So just reflect on last year and
how we can make this year even better.
Exactly.
So,
So this might be interesting for you. It's also interesting for us because we can look back on this at the end of 2018 and say, hey, we did that, or we'll work on that in 2019. Okay, let's just get started. My first point for this video is that I think that in 2017 I've accepted / learned to love myself more. And I think as a teenager, a lot of people go through insecurities and they compare themselves to others a lot. And I think this year I just really realized there's no point in that. There's no point in having all these insecurities, and there's no point in comparing yourself to others. All it does is cause unhappiness, and I just want to be a happy person all the time. So I've tried to just leave those things behind me. Of course, I still sometimes have my insecurities and compare myself to others, but a lot less than in previous years. I think it has helped me just accept and love myself more, which is something I think is really important, because you're going to be in this body, you're going to have this soul for the rest of your life, so you might as well love it and learn to accept it. So I'm very happy about that I've achieved that this year, and I hope to carry that on into 2018.
The first thing I think I've improved last year, whatever, is that I've become a less judgmental person. I learned a lot about just kind of freeing your mind of judgment from Did I Ever Wake Up, which is an audiobook by Monsun. You should definitely listen to it, I think. And I also started watching Hitomi Mochizuki. I hope that's her last name. Hearing what they had to say about the world made me realize that I also want to view the world more like that. There's no real reason you have to judge people because everyone's just trying to live their lives.
I also think that I've become a lot less judgmental this year. I remember having a conversation with Fleur in around May, June, and just talking about judgment, and I realized I don't need this. This is unnecessary. It's just something I needed to hear, and just hearing it really helped me, because I realized I'm not gonna judge somebody. I don't know what they're going through. Even if I think I know what they're going through, I don't. I have no right to judge people. That's basically it. I have no right to assume things. I have no right to judge people in general. And just knowing that and telling myself that whenever I do catch myself judging somebody has helped so much, because I realize how unnecessary it is. So I just think it's really important to try to free your mind of judgment. And I'm not saying that I never judge people, because sometimes I do, but when I do, I tell myself, there's no point, don't do this. And I think that's something that I'm really happy about, and something I hope to also continue on doing, not judging people in 2018. My next point that I want to share is that I feel that I've become a lot more comfortable with being myself, and not being afraid to be myself or to be different. In the past, I used to always confine to what other people. I used to always want to be like somebody else. I used to always want to wear the same clothes, have, just in general, not stand out, not be different, and not because I actually enjoyed what I was doing, but just so that I would be accepted by other people. Now I realize, what's the point of that? I'd rather be myself. I'd rather be judged for somebody that I am than for somebody that I'm not. Because you're going to get judged anyway in life, so might as well just be yourself. An example of this that may be a little weird, but can maybe put it into context a little better, is let's say that there's a group of people who I wanted to be friends with, wanted to hang out with, wanted to be like, and they all say that they like bananas when they're green. I don't personally like bananas when they're green. I love them when they're very spotty. So It's a strange example. But in the past, I would have said, oh my gosh, me too. I love bananas when they're green. Accept me. I'm your friend now. Wow. But now, I'm not going to say that. I'm just going to say, you guys, I respect that you like bananas when they're green, even though I don't understand you at all. But I respect you. But I personally don't. I like them when they're brown. It lets you be more of your individual person. And then if one day you meet somebody in that same group who says, hey, I like spotty bananas, you can say, oh, me too. And just being yourself, saying how you really feel, really helps you just become a happier person, and also helps you find people who respect you. That was my point. Sorry that it took so long.
So another thing that I think I've practiced this year is just being more grateful for everything around you, all the small things, all the emotions that you feel. Even if you're sad, just to realize, okay, I feel so horrible right now. When you're feeling a little bit better, you figure, okay, it happened, that's all right, because I'm going to learn from that.
I believe that everything in your life happens for a reason, and that everything that, the good or the bad, you can learn something from everything, and just being able to find the good in a situation and so turn a bad situation into a good learning experience. I think that that's something really beautiful. This year I feel that I've become more social. I kind of stepped out of an old friendship that I wasn't feeling very comfortable in, wasn't feeling very happy in, and I stepped into a new one, which I feel a lot better in. I feel a lot more inspired by, empowered by, respected by, and I think that leap, that step, required me to be a lot more social because it required me to kind of make new friends again.
Yeah, also adding on to that, kind of, it's okay if you change from your old friends, because if you've known them for a really long time, especially like Merel did, it's okay to change because you're all going to change.
Exactly, and respect them. But if you're in a relationship that you don't feel comfortable in, you very quickly can become a toxic person, which you really don't want to be. I realized there's so much to learn from each other. Just from sharing a few words with somebody, you can already learn so much about them, about their stories, and implement that into your own life. I just think people are so incredibly interesting, and I hope to become even more social in 2018.
The main thing that I just kind of need to improve this year is that I need to become more extroverted, because I'm a very introverted person. I just don't really talk about my emotions or thoughts with other people because I feel awkward doing so. I definitely need to improve that if I, want people to understand me a little bit better, because sometimes I feel that people don't really understand me. I don't let them know what's bothering me, and I think it's important that I do let them know and be more honest with them, so that there's no miscommunications, misunderstandings, whatever. I can try to, come a little bit out of my shell. Yeah.
My main thing that I want to work on this coming year is to be less sensitive, and with that, take things less personally and worry less. I'm a very sensitive person. I take everything or most things really personally, and that doesn't get fun because then I start worrying, I get upset, and just it's not fun. And I just really want to work on being sensitive and taking things personally when I have to, when it's needed, when the time is right, and not to turn every little thing into a very big thing. And if I'm doing something wrong, then just work on improving it instead of worrying so much about it. All the time spent worrying could be spent improving it. So that's really my main goal for 2018.
Another thing that I want to work on, as opposed to Merel, who's become more social, I feel as if I definitely need to become more social, along with kind of, the extroverted thing. When I'm around people at school, for example, I don't really talk to them that much. I don't really connect with them, and I think there's a lot of people, so yeah, I can just try to talk to new people. I can try to manifest that, just see what happens.
Yeah. something else I want to focus on this year is becoming more spiritually aware, being more present, more meditation, just doing more meditation, because it's something that I did this year, but then I kind of let go of, and I really want to pick that up again and just have it be part of my daily routine, just meditating. I've become a lot more spiritually aware actually, but I haven't been implementing it into my life. So I think something we both kind of share is that we've learned more about spirituality, but we haven't really implemented it into our life yet. So this year I really want to focus on taking what I've learned and actually applying it in my everyday life.
So that was our first reel of the year.
Yes. We hope you guys enjoyed it, and if you have any tips or just experiences on maybe achieving the things that we want to achieve this year, let us know.
Let us know some things that you improved this year, because often when it's, you know, a new year, we think of resolutions and things we can improve on to make ourselves better, but I think, you know, from the previous year, you also improved things.
Exactly.
So you can also reflect on that.
Yeah.
And share with other people. So we'd love to know what you did that made you
who you are now.
Yeah.
If you have any constructive criticism or any video suggestions, let us know. You know the drill by now. I think that's all.
Yeah. And we'll see you guys next week.
Bye.